Okay, so welcome everyone. We're so glad that you joined us. My name is Erin Duckworth and I am the team leader with Keller Williams Premier. So I'm part of the leadership team here. And Dylan, why don't you tell everyone who you are?
Hi, everyone. My name is Dylan Duckworth. I'm the assistant team leader here. Let's get right into it.
Great. So most of you have joined us wanting to learn a little bit about what a career in real estate looks like, as well as Keller Williams Realty as a company. So I like to start with our vision, and that is to be the real estate company of choice for our agents and their customers. Dylan, why don't you tell them about the mission?
Our mission is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. That means that we take a more holistic approach, and we're going to help you in business and in your personal goals.
Awesome. So pretty simple, guys. In order to get your real estate license in Minnesota or Wisconsin, it shows you up there on the screen. In Minnesota, it's 90 hours of pre-licensing education classes, and in Wisconsin, it's 72 hours. One of the nice things that might be interesting for you to note is that we have what's called reciprocity between Minnesota and Wisconsin. So just suffice it to say that it makes it much easier once you have a license in one of those states to get your license in the secondary state. Of course, you have to also pass your state national exams. Then why don't you tell them about what their real estate school choices are?
All right. So for real estate licensing, you have a couple different options. And the first and most important option is the one that we provide to you at no cost. So we partnered with Kaplan Realty School here in Minnesota. And what that means to you is that we will have the option to send you to a real estate school completely free. The second option would be Minnesota Realty School. This is for people who absolutely need to attend classes in person because they don't learn well virtually. And if that's the option that you are hoping to move forward with, that option is $795. So keep in mind, the free option for you is completely virtual, which is great because that means that you can complete that course at your own pace. You can start and stop as life allows you to, and you can ultimately get your license at no cost to you.
Absolutely. And one disclaimer that I think is really important for us to point out that bears repeating again is it is in partnership with Kaplan. Keller Williams does not have its own real estate pre-licensing school. It is through a partnership with Kaplan where we sponsor the cost of you attending those classes so that the cost to you ultimately ends up being free.
So next up, we have your investment, getting into the business. As you can see, everything under the startup section there are the costs that you will incur, whether you join Keller Williams Premier Realty or another brokerage. You can see we've broken up line by line the costs that you can expect to incur when you decide to start up in the business. Everything under the KWR investment section there are the months that you will incur after joining forces with us. You'll see we have broken it down monthly and annually. Suffice it to say, you will need to save up some money in order to start your own business. And we're here to support you once you make that decision to join us.
Something that I think is important to note, Dylan, is while there is definitely an investment that you need to make in yourself and your business, the costs overall are extremely nominal when it comes to opening a business. What that means for you is it's very achievable and it's doable, and we're here to help you along the way. Okay, typical day in the life of a realtor. Dylan, I'm going to let you take this screen because you're so good at exemplifying the typical day in the life of a realtor.
I appreciate that. So what we have up on the screen is just one example of the schedule that you can expect. Good news is when you get your real estate license and you join forces with us, you're your own boss. So we're not going to be hounding you at 8 a.m. if you don't arrive, right on the dot. That's a decision you ultimately get to make. The freedom of schedule and flexibility is yours to decide. One example would be arriving at the office at 8:30, beginning training from 8:30 to 9, then followed by some lead generation, which that's the most important activity that we can commit to every single day to grow our business. After that, lead follow-up, contacting people who you've already been in rapport with or had conversations with, followed by a lunch, preparing for your appointments with buyers and sellers in the afternoon, and then ultimately preparing for the next day before you come back for another day in the business.
Awesome. Thanks, Dylan, for that great explanation. And right along with the typical day in the life of a realtor, we're going to talk a little bit about what realtor responsibilities are day to day. And one of the first things that you're going to see there on the screen is generate leads, capture and convert appointments. Because Dylan, without leads, what happens?
Without leads, we, begin to think about where our next paycheck is going to come from. So the most important job that you have every single day is to lead generate.
Absolutely. Without leads, your business just simply does not exist. So you're going to start your day out doing some kind of lead generation, and hopefully from that lead generation will flow your ability to secure a buyer and or a seller, maybe both if you're really lucky and having a great day. And then from that, you're going to hopefully be out or begin to rather show homes to buyers and then market properties for the listings that you pick up from sellers. Once you start doing those sorts of activities, hopefully that will then lead to you writing and negotiating contracts. And once you've written and negotiated a contract, then you're going to help coordinate that sale to closing. And then, of course, there's always the important rule of thumb. You need to make sure that you manage your money because you are that independent contractor after all.
All right, so don't just take our word for it. The numbers really do speak for themselves. We are proud to share that we are the #1 real estate brokerage in agent count, volume, and transactions. And amongst those accolades, we have several other that we're really proud about. First and foremost, being the #1 training organization across all industries and inducted into the top 10 Hall of Fame. Furthermore, we have won awards like being the best employer for diversity, the best employer for women, and of course, we love supporting our veterans. So we always appreciate seeing that we are amongst the ranks of other companies who have given back to those who give so much to us.
Okay, so one of the things that I have loved over the last 20 plus years of being a licensed real estate agent is there is a plethora of opportunities. So at Keller Williams, opportunity knocks and then some. If you look at some of the positions on the left hand of the screen, that's just a sampling of the different things that you can do when you enter the real estate world beyond just being a licensed real estate agent, meaning helping people buy homes and sell homes. You can do things like become a coach. You could become a team leader, an assistant team leader, a regional director, a director of agent services. So the world really is your oyster under the Keller Williams umbrella, and we're here to help you discover what may be the best fit for you.
I love that. And we are really so grateful that we're able to earn several different streams of income all at the same time. I know when you first started off in the business, you were a single agent. Ultimately, you built a really big team, and that was just an additional layer of income. Now you are an investor and owner in several market centers, as well as a team leader. So I think your income stream went from 1 to how many now, Erin?
Gosh, I don't know, Dylan, but I'm recognizing it's several.
Yeah.
Just like you getting into coaching, you can earn an additional revenue stream through all of the coaching and training that you do now.
That's right.
Okay, so what we also like to say is we are not your average real estate company. There are two things that exist in our company. One is called profit share and one is growth share. They're very similar, yet slightly different. In keeping with the philosophy that agents are partners and stakeholders, Keller Williams created a distinct wealth building platform that rewards our associates who contribute to a profitable market center's growth by attracting productive associates, both in the United States and Canada. We also do this through profit share and across the world through something called growth share. Dylan, you want to talk about the ALC?
Absolutely. So our ALC, or Associate Leadership Council, is a group of agents in the top 20% of the market center. This dynamic board of directors, as we like to call it, is actively involved in the leadership decisions that make the office more productive and more profitable. So it's really important for us to ensure that our agents have a say in how we do business. And by forming this Associate Leadership Council, we've done exactly that.
Absolutely. And then the last thing here on the agenda is we are a capping model, meaning that once you hit a certain level of production and company dollar, then you cap on what we collect from you, thereby allowing you to actually hang on to 100% of your commission.
So you mean to tell me you're going to be able to, I get to earn 100% of the commission that I make?
Absolutely. Everyone under our umbrella has the ability to meet certain metrics that will allow you to do just that, Dylan.
Fantastic. So next, we're going to allow you to watch a brief video that shares exactly how profit share works in our market center.
Okay, so commission split explained. Dylan, as you know, this is one of the most common questions that we get from folks that are thinking about getting into the business. Because we're independent contractors and you don't have that regular paycheck, they want to know, how do I get paid? So in this example, we used a home that sold for $400,000 and we chose a 3% commission payout. So that generated a $12,000 commission. Now, on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see that we take 25% in company dollar. And on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see that an additional 6% comes out that goes towards a royalty. Here's what's really important for you to recognize. On both sides, there is a cap. So in company dollar, you will not pay us any more than $12,000 in the calendar year. And on the left-hand side, you will not pay us any more than $3,000 in royalty in any calendar year. So that comes out in 25% and 6% increments until you're capped. Before that, however, in this scenario, you'd be keeping 69% of your commission or $8,280. Here's how you get to the cap, and this is where the fun begins. If you were to close 4 transactions with an average sales price of $400,000, that would get you to about 1.6 million in closed value. Once you hit approximately 1.6 million in closed volume, then you will have paid the 12,000 in company dollar and the 3,000 in royalty, meaning you then get to keep 100% of every transaction that you close after that for the remainder of your calendar year.
Perfect. All right, so next up, we have the #1 real estate training company in the world.
Who is that?
That's Keller Williams. And with that, we have several different training platforms and programs that have been proven for you. So we have Keller Williams University, the Career Growth Initiative, Career Visioning, Ignite, Bold, Quantum Leap, MAPS coaching, Mastery coaching, group coaching,
The list goes
etc.
on, right?
The list goes on. And so really what we want you to understand here is that we have something for everyone. If you are interested in learning how to be a more productive agent, we absolutely can train you to do that. If you're looking to be a more profitable agent, we can help you do that as well.
Another thing that we have here at Keller Williams is something that we call productivity coaching. So we have a program whereby when you come in as a new agent underneath our umbrella, you're put into what's called a productivity coaching program. And that is a program where we have master faculty who assists in helping coach, in teaching and training associates who have not yet reached that cap status and are also looking to increase their production, or maybe they're looking to build a team in the market center. So through that group coaching and one-on-one coaching and training, this coach will assist you in helping you increase your production quickly through our systems, training, through shadowing, and then also through help you through things such as business planning and goal setting, script practice, time blocking, role play. Again, the list goes on. All right, so this is some of the technology that Keller Williams has provided and will be at your fingertips. And we're not going to dive deep into all the detail, but suffice it to say that any sort of technology that you could ever possibly want or need in order to be highly successful in real estate, Keller Williams provides its agents and then some. Wouldn't you agree, Dylan?
Absolutely. I mean, we really do have to stay on the cutting edge of marketing and technology. And what's so great is that Gary Keller and Keller Williams have already done that for me so that I can stay focused on what I know is important to the business, and that's lead generation.
Why reinvent the wheel, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and here are some more of our technology platforms. Again, we will, once you become an agent with us, we will dive more deeply into these different platforms that we have available to our agents at no additional cost to you.
What's so great is that all of the technology that we have for you is built by agents for agents. Most agents will pay $300 plus, sometimes even $600 plus every single month just to have what we offer to you at no additional cost. Here's a video that we have that kind of will go a little bit further into what is Command and how our agents are using this tool to find success.
Okay, so we also want you guys to realize that your clients choose you, not your brokerage. In fact, only 3% of sellers and 4% of buyers cited an agent's affiliation with a particular brokerage as the most important factor for choosing their agent. So choose a brokerage that specializes in you. One size does not fit all, and with exclusive training, marketing suites, productivity tools, and live events, we empower a very diverse network of dedicated specialists in very distinct lucrative markets. To the right of the screen is just a sampling of a few, and we have dozens more.
All right, and not only do we provide different divisions within Keller Williams to help you grow your business, we also want you to know that we celebrate your diversity. Diversity, equity, inclusion is important to us at Keller Williams Premier Realty. And as a part of that, our agents have created many different groups and affiliations that ultimately do just that, right? Celebrate our diversity. So KW Brown is a network of Black leaders and African-American agents who are under the Keller Williams umbrella. Keller Williams Rainbow Network is an international network of LGBTQ associate staff and leaders. KW Chispa is our coalition of Hispanic and Latino real estate professionals within Keller Williams Realty International, focusing on empowering the Hispanic and Latino community. KW Veterans, of course, is a group of Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, Navy, and Space Force that are all active duty or veteran Keller Williams associates. KW Simcha is a group of Jewish KW associates dedicated to celebrating their traditions and growing their business. And what's even better is that if you don't see a group here that you identify with, we would love to help you to start one and ultimately build that community.
Absolutely. Reach out to your KW leadership. We want our agents to get involved in one of the many of our diverse agent-led networking groups.
All right, so there really is a seat for everyone at our table within Keller Williams. We are so proud to share with you that we represent over 50 plus regions and counting within our Keller Williams network.
Absolutely. And what is really important to note about that is when you become an agent with Keller Williams Realty, you become a part of the largest by agent count real estate company in the world. So what that means for you and the power behind that is you are then connected with the absolute largest real estate network in the world. It's very powerful, you individually as an agent, and it's extremely powerful for the clients that you represent. Don't be afraid or shy away from sharing that.
All right, and not only do we have a global network, we also have a really strong local presence. The stars that you see on that map are our main hubs, if you will, both in Woodbury and Rochester. And then the red dots represent other smaller offices that we have across the state so that we ensure not only are we represented globally, but we also have that strong local presence.
Absolutely, Dylan. Every single one of our agents has access 24/7 to all of these locations. So there really is a place for everyone to pop in and stop and conduct their business or meet clients at.
All right, now let's talk about our culture and what is it? So when you're here, your family, we support the financial, physical, and emotional well-being of our associates and believe in giving back to the communities in which we live in and work. For example, we have 501c3 nonprofits like KW Cares, KW Kids Can, that ultimately generate dollars and give back money towards those in our community that we really feel passionate about supporting. And then finally, we have the KW Wellness Program, which is essentially a program that includes health benefits so we can help you to live your most healthy and best lives.
Absolutely. One other thing that I just want to add to that, Dylan, is not only do we support and create these foundations that support people in our community, but they also support our Keller Williams family and associates when they find themselves potentially facing unexpected hardships or things of that nature. We come together collectively as a family to support each other, not only emotionally and physically, but financially as well. I love showing this slide. It just speaks to my heart every time that I see it, and what is displayed on the side of that semi truck is so true. And it says, "This truck is carrying love and supplies for those in need." We quite literally have a fleet of semis that are with Keller Williams that are loaded with things like generators, first aid kits, bottled water, emergency supplies that we can deploy at a moment's notice to different parts of the world in order to provide those needs to our associates and family members. And so far to date, there has been over $50 million donated for such causes.
That's fantastic.
Hey, Dylan, what is this Red Day that I keep hearing about at Keller Williams?
Well, Red Day was inaugurated in 2009, and Red Day stands for Renew, Energize, and Donate. It's Keller Williams' annual company-wide day of community service. As Keller Williams associates, we are asked to give where we live, and so this is a day where our market center will join forces and go out into our community to identify a local charity or business that we really want to support in that year. It's something that we all get behind and get really excited about every single year.
Awesome. So it's basically a day to dedicate renewing and energizing the communities that we serve in?
Yes, that's right.
Awesome. Love that. Every day, Keller Williams Realty is turning heads of top performing agents who are joining the company and turning the heads of agents around the world. So what is it about Keller Williams that entices successful agents to transition their business to the company?
Go ahead and pause the video here and take a couple minutes to read the 8 testimonials that we have from agents that we're super excited to share their success with. All right, now that we have you back, we would love to share these numbers with you. Again, not only are we excited to share the success of our agents, and through that, together as a team, we're also winning at a really high level. And these numbers go to show exactly that. So we currently have over 190,000 agents. We have earned $407 billion in closed volume, $1.5 billion in agent profit share, $40 million has been donated to KW Cares, and 50 plus regions across the globe are represented by KW, and we're growing.
So as you can see, when you join Keller Williams, you join a winning team of real estate professionals who are leading the industry to greater heights. So with all that being said and all that we've shared, here's where we would like to invite you to join us. We are looking for passionate entrepreneurs who are ready to seize the opportunity of today's market. If you're looking for a refreshing change, a growth-focused, innovation-driven atmosphere, and the opportunity to turn your career intentions into a reality, Keller Williams is the perfect place for you.
All right, so let's get started. Here are the next 6 things that you can do right away to keep the ball rolling forward and ultimately get your license. Number 1, complete our real estate school agreement. After that, we will send you a step-by-step email so that you can sign up and complete your pre-license education. 3, pass the national and state real estate exams. 4, schedule onboarding meeting and apply for your license with our team. 5, complete the Keller Williams new agent training. And 6, get ready to launch a successful career.